Today is the day I teach you the ultimate secret for having incredibly memorable conversations. You might have even stumbled upon this little trick in the past without realizing your power. This strategy is all about pushing conversational hot buttons. A conversational hot button is a topic, idea, or question that piques someone's intrigue, pleasure, or curiosity. Hot buttons are essential for turning a conversation from good to great. Here's the difference. You can have solid, nice flowing conversation using our context cues. But when you add hot buttons, you're able to tap into the memorability of a conversation. Really amazing conversationalists know how to hunt for, find, and keep pushing people's hot buttons. Here's how you know when you have pushed someone's hot button. First, they will give you verbal excitement. They might say something like, I never thought about that before, or, what a fun question, or even, ooh, interesting, or, or, These are all great indicators that you've tapped into delight in their brain and asked them something they have not thought about before. Guess what? Delight is memorable, and new thoughts stay with us. You want to be on the lookout for these kinds of verbal reactions. Second, they might give you nonverbal excitement. Of course, smiling or laughing is an easy one to look out for. But can you guess what the nonverbal cue for excitement is? It's the eyebrow raise. The eyebrow raise is a nonverbal sign of curiosity, engagement, and interest. Across cultures, the eyebrow raise is what we do when we hear or see something interesting. I think being able to decode someone's nonverbal cues or speed read the people you're interacting with is an incredibly important people skill. In fact, it's one of our big themes in People School, our flagship course, which I'll talk about later in this video. But for right now, the most important cue for you to know is the eyebrow raise. When you see someone do an eyebrow raise in conversation, it often means you've said something engaging or brought up a topic that piques their curiosity. The eyebrow raise is the physical indicator of a spark, and it clues you into a topic that they might like discussing. In conversation, it can be one or both eyebrows, and often looks like this. Really? Wow! This is a great sign to look out for because it's a physical indication that you have just said or done something intriguing. Here's the thing. Everyone's hot buttons are different, and they're often unexpected. The other day, I was in a conversation with an elderly gentleman. I was trying out some of my favorite context cues, and we were having nice, fluid conversation. But I could tell that I wasn't sparking anything more than merely interesting. He was very, yes, right, I always strive for conversations that are fascinating. So I started to hunt a little more intensely for his hot buttons. We got in the conversational lane of careers. I learned he was retired and formerly a lawyer. I asked if he missed practicing law. He answered smooth, but no hot buttons. I asked if he always wanted to be a lawyer. He said he'd thought about being a teacher, but still no hot buttons. Finally, I asked why he wanted to be a teacher originally, and he mentioned how much he loves kids, especially his grandkids. Bingo! His eyebrows shot up and he said, "Oh, well now that's a good question." The entire tone of the conversation changed. He not only became more relaxed, he smiled more, leaned in, and started telling hilarious stories about his grandkids. I talked about my grandfather and how close I was to him, and we ended up in the most touching conversation. This is the difference finding hot buttons makes. Not only was the conversation far more enjoyable, as soon as I found his button, at the end of the interaction, he asked for my card and offered to put me in touch with his old law firm to do a training on body language for attorneys. Bing, bang, boom. While everyone's hot buttons are different, there are some patterns. People love to talk about personal passions, vacations, and family. I've also found that certain emotions frequently produce hot button topics. The best ones are awe, like talking about beautiful places someone has traveled; pride, asking about someone's accomplishments and successes; or reminiscing, asking someone about nostalgic memories or hearing a classic song. Oh, and of course, almost anything funny. Funny stories, funny videos, funny occurrences. These are the main emotions that come with hot buttons, and you will get better and better at spotting them the more you practice. Here are my 5 favorite questions you can ask to hunt for hot buttons. 1. What's new in your life? 2. What are you up to this weekend? 3. Working on anything exciting recently? 4. Have any vacations coming up? 5. What personal passion projects are you working on? Guess what? I promised this 3-step free training, and I decided that wasn't enough. I'm so happy you found us and watched this training, so I created some extra bonuses for you to give you even more conversational tools. In the next few days, I'm going to send you video tutorials on how to make a graceful exit and easily end a conversation, how to avoid embarrassing yourself in awkward social situations. Those are the biggest social faux pas and how to avoid them. And I figured I had to give you some nonverbal skills in addition to all those conversational ones. So I'll also send you my tutorial on the 20 hand gestures you should be using. I might even throw in a few protector videos, how to nicely interrupt someone and get them to stop talking, how to know if someone is about to give you a handshake or a hug, and how to spot a toxic person in conversation. Yep, those are all coming your way as a thank you for watching this free training. If you've been watching this training and want more, especially my more advanced level science, then I would love to take just a moment to personally invite you to join the next class of our flagship course, People School. I created the curriculum for People School specifically for high achievers. It's 8 weeks, completely virtual, and we only enroll a limited number of students per class because I work with you personally. You might want to consider joining the People School waitlist if you're focused right now on your career goals, speeding up the pace of your advancement, or if you need a career reset. We all need one of those sometimes. Whether you work in a company and want a raise or more respect, or you're an entrepreneur and want to raise your rates, then I would love to meet you. Of course, you can join the waitlist for free, and then we will invite you to attend our next People School orientation to hear more about the program. We only run 4 semesters a year. Bottom line, People School is an incredible experience that will change the way you interact. My goal is to help you get your goals faster. Okay, so let's sum up what we have learned. First, create a conversational goal before you even show up. What are you hoping to learn, experience, or get from your interactions? Second, you can approach anyone with context cues. Mention the host, food, the venue, and boom, you're in a conversation. Once you're in a conversation, try to find your conversational lane to really get to know someone. Ask follow-up questions and only make smooth topic transitions. Lastly, hunt for hot buttons. When you see the eyebrow raise, you know you've got a winning conversational topic. With these 3 steps, you'll be able to open a conversation with anyone, never run out of things to say, and be more memorable to the people you meet. Here's your final challenge. I want you to think of your hot button issues. What do you love to talk about? Tell me your hot buttons in the comments below. I'm always curious what revs people's engines. Remember, when you talk about your hot button topics first, it can inspire your conversation partner. As I mentioned in my TEDx talk, your excitement is contagious. Bring your own hot button topics up whenever you can. And I have one extra challenge to see if you can elicit one eyebrow raise from a hot button question. It might surprise you what gets people going. Eyebrow raise. Eyebrow raise. Eyebrow raise. I can do one, hold on.
Ooh, that's
But it makes my eye lazy, like the moment I do it. I don't think that works. I don't think that's very captivating.